The Sad Boy shoes are officially back on sale. They went on sale this morning at 10 a.m. If you're listening to this before 10 a.m., they have not gone on sale yet. I would set an alarm. If it is after 10 a.m., hopefully they've sold out, because if they sell out fast, we might have some big things planned. But yesterday, in classic Barstool fashion, we accidentally emailed a link that the shoes were on sale. That was not true. I don't know how that email went out. It didn't make any goddamn sense, but it went out, and enough people immediately started looking at the shoes that they would sell out today. It was like, I forget exactly how many people looking at it, but there were thousands and thousands of people looking at the link because of that email. So if it is pre-10 a.m. and you want a pair of shoes, do not dilly-dally. Set an alarm clock. Buy them at 10 a.m. I do not think they will last long. I hope they do. I do not know. Get them. Love you. Goodbye.
They said he shows no interest in the people. He just breaks in, just sits there and eats the food.
You're hanging to take. It's another edition of KFC Radio on the Barstool Sports Network. It's Clancy and Feits. We are here to fuck around, but we're also here to do business and succeed and make money. And so we just hit one of our latest milestones, 100,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel. So if you're watching this right now on YouTube, you are part of the solution. Thank you. If you're listening to it, you're part of the fucking problem. Switch on over. At least come over and watch, comment, and subscribe. It's 100K. We get that plaque for 100,000 subscribers. And we should be at like 1 million, to be honest. I think I'm proud of 100,000, but after how long we've been in the game, and if we had been able to do YouTube the whole time, and if you motherfuckers would just join the rest of the world and watch YouTube, I swear to God, we just have to be like this weird little bubble, the last corner of the internet that's like, nah, not YouTube, not for us. Barstool fans just don't do it.
No, we don't.
But
it's bizarre.
But the amount of work that went into it.
I'm very proud. I'm very happy for everybody.
Well, Nick specifically, but everybody who we looked at like the strategy of it all and the time that we post and how often we post, how many pieces of content, how long, the whole nine, because that's really the key to it. Unless you're just like a lightning in a bottle. The rest, if you're not just gonna like zip up to like millions of followers, you got to really like be smart about it. And so we did it. Got to 100,000, which is kind of like a good benchmark to finally be at. Like I said, I think it's still crazy low. You know what this motherfucker's goal is next?
I did see that. 250?
By next year.
Yeah, we did that.
So a quick little 150,000 more. So
no, I genuinely think because we've been jumping around with our strategy for the past year.
Yeah, now we kind of got it.
And like finally we're in a groove, and the fact that how much YouTube is pushing shorts, we got a fuck ton in the past 3 weeks.
Yeah, we're growing
astronomically.
Fast. So that's that. It took a long time.
Keeping that up will
growing.
be hard, but yeah. And obviously, honestly, 200K is my real goal. But I do want to set
Let's shoot for $250,000 so we get another fucking plaque. Yeah. I just want plaques, man.
I don't think we get another till like 500.
I thought there was 250. No,
I'll double check. But I think it's I think there's only 4 plaques, and there's one that 3 people have gotten.
What is it, like 20 million or some shit?
It's I think like 10 or something.
Yeah, it's big numbers. Big numbers. So,
but yeah,
thank you to everybody who did subscribe. And let's try to get to 250. I also think I'm going to maybe start doing some YouTube lives for the Kevin Clancy show. Just do like a little 1 Minute Man radio hour once a week. So we got a lot popping on the YouTube channel.
There was a promise made for 100K. She's about to find out about it.
we promised Polly Feits an appearance on KFC Radio. Let's see.
I do not know what she's gonna say.
I don't know. I think I do know what she's gonna say. It rhymes with hoe. She's not even gonna answer. She's that bitch.
She's probably I'm not doing that right now.
She's probably
swimming.
Swimming?
Yeah.
She on vacation or something?
No, she goes swimming. That's what she's
like the Y or some shit.
No, she's not. But if she hasn't answered by now, she's not.
This is classic. That's almost like better. Like that's just Polly being Polly. Hi, it's Polly. You know the one. Like, you know what I mean? Like, not even like, there can't even be another Polly. That would be like, hi, it's Kobe. Hi, it's Madonna. Hi, it's Polly. One word, one name words. You know it.
So she might call back during the show, so we'll see what happens.
Polly Feits. We'll eventually get her. Also, triathlon. Jackie is going on vacation for longer than all of us combined for the last decade, but she'll be gone for like a month, and then when she's back, it's triathlon time.
2 weeks, by the way.
Yeah, 2 week vacation.
Are you guys excited for Boys Weeks? These are gonna be fucking.
Yeah,
we're gonna
let's
get
go.
rowdy.
Weeks, Jackie. Must be
dogs.
nice.
I agreed to this so long ago, and then my family.
What,
guilted
your
me into it.
vacation you agreed to so long ago?
Well,
So sorry, queen.
it's for a wedding, first of all, and also.
Guess what? Don't care.
I'm not gonna get a chance to go again.
To Dubai?
Yeah.
Are you gonna do? Okay, how about this? Since you'll be on vacation, and you'll be totally useless, make yourself useful, and do some like full blown influencer Dubai thotty shit. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, full vlog.
Okay. Full vlog.
Yeah, and
Like,
we
just
can
go
comment on. That's what we'll do. We'll
Yeah.
You guys can go on vacations, and we'll comment on your vacations for the vlog.
Vicariously through you. No, you got to do like go look at some of the other influencer chicks when they go to Dubai. What do they do? Within reason. You don't have to be a full hoe, but like you got to go to like the right spots and do. Did you see that influencer the Wild Post? You follow that account?
I do, but I don't see much of it.
So the idea behind it is it's people filming influencers filming themselves, and there was this girl in Dubai. And she's on the beach, and she's doing one of those like yoga poses where like, you touch like the back of your head to the tip of your toe, like that. But the girl filming her is like getting lower, trying to get it, and so she's like squatting, and then she kind of does like the catcher stance with one leg out, and then she puts the other leg out, and eventually she's just doing a full split with like her ass out while she leans. Her chest is on the ground while she's doing a full split, while the other girl's doing the ballerina shit. I was like, this is just perfect Dubai.
So I'll do that.
Yeah, well,
so I'll do that.
yeah. I mean. It's probably too hard to see from on that screen, but like she's look at. I mean, it's so Dubai.
Wait,
so
you
yeah,
want me to go full Instagram thought, not like interesting?
No, we don't give a fuck about interesting. what do you think? I want like the history of Dubai or some shit? Yeah, we made this in like 1997 for people to come and live lavishly, and, like dress half naked. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, like you know, you're in control of your own thoughtness. That's up to you.
Yeah.
But the rest has to be Jackie. Jackie does Dubai.
Yeah, but I'd go sand dune snowboarding.
Maybe I think you can go like base jumping off of those giant buildings.
Another good one, sure. Yeah.
Maybe.
There was one ride where you can you drive one car out of a tall building, you drive it right into another tall building.
Yep,
it's
saw
crazy.
that.
Only one person ever
has done that.
Getting
He's
dangerous.
rather large. Yeah. Okay. So
about the
Jackie does
vacation.
Dubai. So follow the maybe do some shit on YouTube too. So subscribe on YouTube with your Gmail. Also follow along on. We'll give Jackie the reins for the KFC Radio account, and you'll have to just do 24/7 vlogging.
24/7.
20. And do you know what that means?
Apparently not.
So we got that. And thank you to everybody who helped subscribe. Now let's get into it. So we're gonna have. Oh, this is our Mark Wahlberg episode. Probably. You think our biggest guest ever?
Yes, he's definitively our biggest guest ever.
Definitively, you think so?
Definitively our biggest. He's an A-list. He's a pure blood A-list
A-lister.
celebrity.
Yeah.
Like
He's gotta be the
he is
one.
as A gets.
Yeah.
It's like when we talk gazelles, he's a gazelle.
He's a gazelle. He's a fucking gazelle.
We've had a gazelle on this podcast.
That's wild.
Like it's Pitt, it's Damon, it's Leo,
Clooney,
Wahlberg. Wahlberg's there.
Yeah. I feel like Wahlberg would come in and like beat all those guys up too. Like Wahlberg's the one.
I do
they're
think
like,
he's
fuck,
a little
Mark's
blue
coming.
collar.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
he's not quite as artsy as them.
Yes.
But he is.
I
mean,
know
he
what that
said it
crew
because
is?
he kind of bust his balls about the happening, which I don't think is a bad movie. And
it's so bad.
It is. I walked out of that movie
I walked out of the movie and said that's the worst movie I've ever seen.
having. No, it was like because it was too young for me to make like I read reviews and stuff. Like I was probably high school age. We'll call it 2004. The happening,
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
And I know I wasn't concerning myself with like, oh, I wonder what the opinions are of this movie. So I went to see it. Walked out. I was like, that was pretty dope.
Oh man, it's so bad. Just think about it now. It's like, what if I told you it was like it's gonna be Mark Wahlberg and Zooey Deschanel? running away from plants or whatever the fuck it was.
But he doesn't age. Oh, later than I thought it was. Wow. Okay.
Do you remember? So we were talking about that moment when you hit him with the happening. The thing
that just kind of blurted out.
So
you'll hear it in the interview. Like early on,
right away.
Yeah, and I couldn't. It just happened because he was talking about like sometimes you have hits and and sometimes you have the happening.
Well, no, he said we tried to make all of our movies grounded in reality, and you hit him with like the happening,
and then there's the happening.
That's right. That's fair play.
It was.
That's not a grounded in reality.
And he was cool about it. He was just like
movies, but all the movies we try to really ground in reality, and this is like
the happening.
Well,
that's good.
like here's the thing. When I do these interviews, like I try to just be like, you're in my world. Like you're in my you're a guest to me, you know? And so I'm gonna let it fly, but I also usually like feel it out, and I certainly usually wait till the end.
Oh, hang on.
Holly!
Hello.
Hi, honey. How are you?
I'm well. How are you? You're on speakerphone right now. Because we were recording the podcast, and we had said a major milestone, which was when we got 100,000 subscribers. We're gonna have you on the podcast at some point. Are you going to agree to that?
What number are you on now?
We've hit 100,000. This isn't like we're not doing the interview right now, but just maybe next time you're in New York, you'd come on the show for a little bit.
Yeah. Yes, I'm her manager, and I say yes.
Any
that would be it.
Yes.
For me.
Does she have a rider? Does she need any specifics?
Yeah. What do you have any demands?
None. No. Yes. Excuse me. You can speak to me.
All right. So you'll do it.
All right. I'll do it.
Hey!
Let's go.
All right. Oh, I'm going to go back to recording the show, but next time you're in New York, it's now locked in.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Bye.
That's gonna beat Wahlberg. Like that's like I'm not even kidding. This sick world that we live in. Today's Mark Wahlberg. We like know for a fact it's gonna be one of our most downloaded episodes ever. And now we know that Polly will eclipse that because people will absolutely listen to her more than Mark Wahlberg. Absolutely. And that is why podcasting works. That's why we even have jobs, because people actually care about dumb shit like that more than just Mark Wahlberg. But what I was saying with that, with the happening is like I usually would wait till like the end of the interview just in case sometimes these people get touchy and they're like, you know, celebs and they don't like to be made fun of and they'll just shut down. You know, fucking Action Bronson didn't like me taking a little shot. The whole fucking interview blew up. Mark Wahlberg was as an A-lister that, like, if that did blow it up, I'd be like, all right, that's an A-lister who doesn't take shit from me. Fine, like, so be it. Yeah. But he just he didn't miss a beat. He goes, well, you know.
Yeah,
and then he defended it. It's a good clip. It's a good.
And I agree with him 100%.
Yeah.
Where like, I mean, Wahlberg's shooting percentage is insane.
Through the roof.
Dude, I was like, it's still. And
you'll hear it in the interview. He's like, so I just had wrapped up with Denzel, and I went over to De Niro, and I told him that Clooney said. I mean, it's just the names are, but it's not name dropping because it's just his life. But yeah, I mean, look at these. I mean, they're just it's one after another.
I forgot about The Lovely Bones, dude. There's so
forgot about Invincible.
Deepwater Horizon, fucking
that was part of his year. 2017, he did Deepwater Horizon, Daddy's Home, and one other. And that was the year he was the highest grossing actor in the world.
Dude, this is the big hit, a classic. Three Kings, a classic. Two Guns, fucking Mile 20. I actually loved Mile. Was it Mile 22?
Lone Survivor is actually legit a very, very intense movie.
It's a difficult movie to watch.
It is, and knowing it's true.
It's so violent.
And then seeing how many other guys didn't make it, it's like, whoa. The Italian Job. The Italian Job, we're going to do this one day. Not today. We have a different top 5 ready. But we're going to do top 5 best movie posters. Okay. Because Charlize Theron in the pair of jeans that she's rocking and that, I was like, yes, please. I remember that was probably the first time I ever saw Charlize Theron. I was like, that's the hottest girl in the world. Who is that girl? So, Mark Wahlberg on the program today. We also have our voicemails, of course, and our top 5. So, it's all brought to you by 3 Chi. Did you see, I tweeted at the end of last week a summary of the internet?
I did see this, yes.
And it was, last week was just the internet in a nutshell. Not that it was the funniest week ever or like the most crazy, but it was just like so 2022 World Wide Web, internet, social media. Yeah, Stafford getting in trouble because there was a video, like a candid video of him that was circulating. He gets in trouble.
Which is the only way to react to seeing something like that.
Yeah, I mean, he was drunk and like
I've pulled that move. I've made that face probably more than any other face I've made in my life. The not my problem face. That's
not me. That's not me.
There's
Also,
no way that responsibility falls to me.
Also, I know that people are just talking about like his humanity, but like what could he have done?
Yeah.
You know, if it was that bad of a fall, he's gonna reach and like pull you up. And I actually, not that this is like the end all be all, but a paramedic tweeted me being like, "We like when all you guys get the fuck out of the way. Like let people are picking up and moving and trying, just stop, let us handle it." But Stafford gets in trouble for a video that he didn't even know was being taken, based on just his reaction to something that's happening, eventually gets shamed into paying for her while the internet is raising money for this girl who then ends up being racist and homophobic. That is like the internet in a nutshell.
When was she racist? Because we were allowed to be racist like pre-2016.
She was like 14. It was like 10
Really?
years. I think she's like in her early mid-20s and it was like 10 years ago. So it's
and
like
that is crazy too.
Like,
You're gonna help this person? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know when. I was just joking that you were allowed to be racist pre-2016, half joking. Yeah.
Like 75% joking.
But like there is an age when you're allowed to be a racist.
No. There's an age where you're allowed to say dumb shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's an age where you're like, look, the only people who talk to me are my parents. Get mad at them.
Yes. My parents are racist.
Right,
not me. I'm just like racist by association.
13 years old. I don't have any world experience. I just know what my dad yells at me in the TV.
Just know what my dad yells when he's watching Fox News.
Right.
Yes, that is, and like Kelly Stafford ran over to help save her, and but then while all that was happening, then the Patrick Mahomes news breaks. Completely ridiculous, made up rumor that was from a guy just pretending to be an NFL source.
Right.
So it wasn't like, I don't even really blame the initial dude who posted it. Probably should have said like, "There's no way this is true," because that's what everyone's first reaction was. But it was at least like fed to him by somebody claiming to be a source. And then because Nate had blogged it and because I talked about it, I had Chiefs Kingdom coming at me and Nate thinking that we made it up. So that was another like perfect internet in a nutshell thing. Rick Ross got a cow. That was awesome.
That was
900,000 fucking birds fell out of the sky in Mexico. And there was like one last thing that was just like, yep, put a little fucking little exclamation point on it. I mean, it was just the perfect. And the guy who was doing play-by-play for the planes landing.
Oh, yeah.
It was like we had like the potential for like hundreds and maybe thousands of lives to die in the air, and we're like, look at this YouTube, it's awesome, man. So
go on then. You could take
when he said something like, "Are you gonna land? Or are you gonna get a nose full of Dunlop?" Talking about the Dunlop tires. It's like, this is great, man.
The great thing about British accents is you could take them commenting on anything, and it's just them commenting on soccer.
Yes, 100%.
To Brits, everything is soccer.
Yep.
Like, go on then. Beautiful cross. Go!
It's just a fucking plane.
Yeah.
So that was like the internet. I love a banner week like that. And then after that all ended, I stumbled across a couple more. Just see this picture right here.
I see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Identical brothers Josh and Jeremy.
Okay.
Married identical twin sisters, Brittany and Brianna. Both couples gave birth to baby boys at the same time. So they are cousins, right?
Wait.
Because they're cousins because it's like your brother's kids.
Okay,
are
right,
cousins, right. But because the DNA of the fathers and the mothers are both identical, they are genetically brothers.
What?
Because if me and you had the same exact DNA, and you paired that up with two moms that have the same exact DNA, their DNA is just the fucking same. So they are basically, and they're probably going to look like twins too. They're not twins, but they'll probably look like identical.
That's fucking weird.
So
man.
now you have these. Yes,
no, that should be illegal.
I know. So they're talking. I honestly. So let me read a little more about it. When identical sisters Brianna and Brittany were teenagers, they hated each other's boyfriends. So often we were in relationships with singletons. That's what they called them.
I'm kind of turned on now.
That
did a 180 fast.
having
we'd
a
be our
term
own
like
group
you
of citizens?
Singletons. They didn't understand our twin sister bond. She added that deep down, she and her sister had ultimately dreamt to marry a set of twin brothers. I think there was some underlying stress that if one of us got too serious with any singleton, then it would ruin this dream we had. So, they all lived together.
They all live together, of course.
Raising the kids together.
Of course they all
And
live
they said
together.
it feels like one family unit, not two separate couples with their own babies. It's 4 of us with 2 babies. They're still working out what the children will call each of them, but they've thrown ideas around like Dunkle and Aunt Mom. So like, you're my Aunt Mom. You're my Aunt Mom. Or you're my Dunkle. Yo, first of all, that just sounds like that sounds like a piece of like your dick and balls, right? It's like there's the dick, the balls, the taint, and the dunkle. I don't know what it would be, but there's something that little flap of skin is called your dunkle.
If we have any
You know what I'm
twins
gonna call that?
who listen to the show,
Wait, the flap of skin that connects your dick to your balls. It's almost like a wing, if you will.
Yeah.
That's your dunkle. That's the dunkle from now on. What did you say?
I said if you're a twin and you listen to the show, like I honestly want you to stop. Like not like just this episode, like never again.
I don't want your business.
I don't want to be associated with twins.
No.
I don't want to be like the twin podcast. This is the anti-twin podcast.
Sure.
Yeah.
We are pro so many things. Right? We're the feminists. We're the masculine. We're pro mental health. Pro suicide. We're like everything.
Anti-twin.
Anti-twins.
Anti-twin for sure. It is because there's this. They talk about that special bond and that this like no, you guys have
Something wrong
mental
with you.
deficiencies because you had to share your DNA with another person.
And think about it.
And now
you shared the womb, you shared the nutrients, you shared everything. You inherently got
crazy. Half of everything you needed.
Right.
That's why you're so goddamn weird.
Including your social like awareness. Including like you're a social misfit because you're missing half of your social skills.
You needed more DNA. You needed more food. You needed more air. You needed more attention.
More room.
You lack everything a full human received.
Yeah.
You got half of it. You freak.
Very, very rarely. Now, wait. Are you talking about what about like fraternal twins? Are they okay?
All of them. Nope.
Yeah.
If you got a T in your name, no.
You're done. I think that like I've never met a normal twin in my life.
I've been lucky enough to really. I've met a few twins at all.
I remember there was these 2 kids in the Bronx. We just called them Kurt Carl. One was Kurt, one was Carl, and we just called both of them Kurt Carl because we had no idea who was who.
I just remember I'm good friends with the set of twins.
What?
I just remembered I'm like good friends with the set of twins.
Can you differentiate between the 2?
Nope.
Yeah. We didn't even try. Imagine a bunch of like 5th graders being like, we don't even know which one's which, so we're just gonna call you Kurt Carl. So there was those 2. There's the set of twins here that was in the not like here at Barstool. That was in the box for a while. That was a hidden one for a while.
Who's that?
Nate Dogg.
No, he's not. It's one of those things. This is like the Streisand effect or whatever. Nate is not a twin.
He's not.
No, it's been a rumor for so like, but Nate does not have a twin.
It's just that he has a brother.
Yeah,
that's what we kept a secret.
I don't.
Why was that such a secret?
I don't think it was. I think there's just something weird about like how it came out happened. But I've met Nate's brother. They're not twins.
That's even worse because I'm like, yeah, those 2 weirdos are definitely twins. They're just normal brothers. That's so funny. Do you remember Asa used to have like a kink for twins? And there's a twins like convention, if you will. No, I shouldn't say convention. More like festival in Ohio every year, which is the eeriest thing you've ever seen. I've seen pictures and footage from it because obviously these twins don't ever separate. So it's just these
all dressed
sets of 2, of course, just wandering in the fields of Ohio, undoubtedly banging each other. Like, no doubt about it. If you're a twin, you've at least for sure made out with your sibling.
That happened with Tyler Sagan and Jamie Benn got in a lot of trouble because they commented about the Sagan brothers, and they're like, who knows what they do behind closed doors.
Wait, this Sedin or Sagan?
Sedins.
Yeah,
Sedins. Yeah, I said Sagan, my bad.
Yeah.
They're like, who knows what they do behind closed doors? And like the hockey world is like, how dare you be homophobic? Like, we're being homophobic, we're being anti-incest.
Yeah, you fucking weirdos.
Yeah, like they got in trouble. Like, what are you trying to say? They're like, it's not okay for brothers to fuck each other. Like,
yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying, man.
What about triplets?
Even as the numbers get up, it gets crazier and crazier.
I hooked
you
up
were
with
gonna
someone
say you
who
were
was
one.
I hooked up
Imagine
with someone a
if there's
couple
three of
weeks
these
ago,
going around.
and we follow each other on Instagram, and the only thing in his bio is just like triplet, and I was immediately just like, okay, now this is a little weird.
That's the thing. Is it is their persona. It is who they are.
Yeah.
I guess I've never met anybody like this, but if you were just like totally normal and you were just like, oh yeah, I got like, just you know what? If it was me, I would just be like, this is my brother. This is my sister.
Wow,
It's
you
like,
guys
whatever.
look alike. Yeah, figure it out.
Well, it does not. We don't have to, talk about my DNA. Okay, just be normal. Be cool. Yeah. So what if we suck each other's dicks every now and then? That's just like jerking off. Have we gone through that before? If you jerk off your twin, is it
It's problematic, sure.
It's problematic. Yeah. Listen.
I
wouldn't.
Why don't you
flaunt
finish
it.
the question?
I wouldn't run around like with a megaphone telling the world I jerked off my brother.
Like, hey, what are you doing, bro? You look just like me. Let me jerk that dick off.
Well, here's the thing.
Like, why don't I just jerk my own dick off?
Well, okay. If I was a twin, identical twin, we're already fucking weirdos. Because people like us are twinophobic, okay?
Yeah.
So we'll look that word up. What is like, people who are uncomfortable or have a phobia of twins. That's what we are. Twin phobia. But let's say we're already weird, we're already judged, and it's like I could jerk off, or I could just get like jerked off by me, kinda.
Dude.
And it's like it's like actually getting some action, but it's from yourself.
No, it's not. I don't think that I like that you want to do this.
I think I would let my twin jerk me off.
Yeah, you do like some Homelander shit?
Because like we're already doing all the weird shit. We're already weird. Yes, it's exactly what it's like. When Homelander did that wasn't incestual. That was just like he's getting jerked off and blown by himself. Homelander just got a blow.
But that wasn't his brother.
All right,
that
fine.
was like a clone or whatever.
Okay, so let's start there. Would you fuck your clone?
No, dude. I know. I've seen me.
Well, would you let your clone blow you? It's just mouth to mouth.
I honestly don't think I would. I think
it's only be worse for you.
I am
fucking mug of yours.
I'm not turned on by me. No.
It's not.
I want to say this loud and clear. I am not my type.
It's not necessarily being turned on by. It's almost like I am turned on for whatever reason. I could jerk off, or I could just have my weird twin do it for me.
Yeah, I'd be grossed out, dude. If I hit on me, I'd call the police.
I bet they do that though, right?
Like,
Don't you think that's where it starts?
This is harassment. This guy looks just like me. Won't stop coming on to me. Keeps trying to suck my dick. Charge him with rape. Come charge me with rape. I'm sick of it.
It's like mutual rape. Yeah. You're both getting charged with rape. Yeah, no, I bet they do that. I bet they do that. I bet they do that. And as the number gets higher, it just gets weirder. Like triplets and quadruplets, and then forget about it when you start doing like sextuplets and octuplets.
Yeah, with the Octo-mom.
Octo-mom. I mean, that woman. Listen.
Yeah, they're all perverts. They're all perverts.
How about this? What happened? I mean, look at that. Look at that slew of humans.
Oh God! She's become.
You know what that is? That's a litter. She had a litter.
Dude, how are they all so different looking?
I know.
Like
it's crazy.
They're different races.
Yeah, it's like that. I think I think it
Why
came.
are they different races?
I think it came from a gangbang.
No, she just had everyone come in a fucking bucket and just dumped it in.
An African guy came in me, a white guy came in me, an Asian guy came in me, and they all mixed
I just
up.
genuinely didn't know that was possible. That like you could have. I mean, I don't know if they are different races, but they definitely have different skin tones.
No, I mean it's like if a bunch of them look like their mom, and a bunch of them could look like their dad. It happens with siblings.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Can you look up the father of this? I've never seen the father. Does she not know who the dad is? Yeah, look at that. That looked like some of those kids.
Black guy.
Oh, there's a question mark there. Oh wait, sperm don't. Yeah, because that's the thing. This always happens. Imagine if it was Matt Lauer. That picture very much makes it look like he's the father. Because this always happens when you do IVF and stuff. That's how you end up with multiples because you know.
No, but she did it on purpose. Like it wasn't just like, whoa, I have 8 kids in me.
What do you mean on purpose? You can't pick.
Yes, you can.
What?
Like she was like, I want to have 8 kids in me, right?
No.
It wasn't an accident.
No. What you do is when you're doing IVF and shit, you try with multiple eggs. So it's like we'll put like a bunch in you and you hope that one takes. But sometimes 2 take, sometimes 3 takes, and in this case, 8 take.
She was like, I want to set a record. She's like, give me all the fucking.
That may be possible that she was like, load me up, but you can't pick like that.
Dude, I think she.
Like, you think you can just fill out a form and check a box and get as many kids as you want?
I think so, yeah. Why not?
That's just not how. I mean, like, listen. Theoretically, you could say, "I want 8 kids," and they implant 8 eggs in you, and all 8 take. Yeah, that can happen, but it's not like a guarantee.
No, I don't think it's a guarantee.
It's not like you're going through the drive-through and you put in your order at McDonald's.
That's what happened. That is what happened. She's
Wait,
like,
we never talked about that commercial at the Super Bowl.
Which one?
Who struggles to give their order at McDonald's? Their thing was So when you pull up and they go, "Hi, may I take your order?" and everyone went, "Can I get?" It's like at McDonald's, it's like, man.
I think everyone does that.
You don't know what you're getting when you pull up to the drive-thru?
No, but I just say. It's just like giving a speech.
I got that shit on Deckington. Like, there ain't no hesitation. I get through the drive-thru in like 30 seconds max, front to back.
No, because I'll like
give me a number one large Sprite, 2 Happy Meals, 6-piece, double fries, water instead of juice.
Oh, see, I'm always getting stuff different. So like,
you just never cease to amaze me.
We get a double cheeseburger. Throw in a classic chicken.
You are disgusting.
2 apple pies probably get it done.
You're gross.
We'll definitely do an M&M McFlurry. That's about how it would go.
Gross. Anyway, you can't just like pick the number of kids you want.
I forgot. I've watched her fuck.
Not yet, at least.
I think she did a porn.
I think so.
Yeah, I'd forgotten what she looked like until I saw it. And I was like, oh, I've
that up.
Her
Octo-mom porn, perhaps. Okay, here's one for you.
Octo-mom Home Alone.
Yeah, she did. That's what it was. It was masturbation. Pull that up for me.
Yeah.
No, go back. It was okay. Yeah, that's fine. Xvideos does the hard shit, man. Pornhub had to go.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, dude, that's not so bad.
Yeah, that's all right.
Is that really her? Because that woman actually looked hot. Everyone stay calm. Everyone be cool.
You know what? I
remember this. I remember being like, she's not even masturbating. She's barely moving the thing.
This is also too romantic. Like you've had 8 people inside. You put the candle out while you fuck yourself.
also, it's like you can like that fucking dildo ain't doing it, dude. You need to put like one of those kids back in there to please you. Is that post 8 kids though? That body is fucking banging for 8 kids. I can't, dude. Can you even imagine the C-section on that, where he's just like 1, 2, 3. It's like the count 4, 5.
They used the fucking rib splitter on her stomach.
I mean that. Could you imagine being the runt of the litter? Where it's like, what's this one? Oh, she rode the Sibian? Go back. No way. Howard's the GOAT, man. Howard had the Octo-mom riding the Sibian.
I didn't realize he was doing that kind of shit that late in the game.
Yeah, that's old. That's dude, this is, I'm ready to call it. Howard having chicks ride the Sibian on his podcast effectively is the greatest segment of all time. It was just wild.
They would ask him like questions and shit too,
yeah,
right? Yeah,
they'd be like, little quizzes while they're like, Can we get some volume on this? I know what I'm watching tonight. She had bombs. Jesus Christ. Anyway. No, it's fine. We don't need that. Yeah, like, could you imagine being the runt of that litter? Like you're at the bottom of the dog pile as he's pulling them out. That can't be good. I feel like, you got to get them out, slap them on the butt, make sure they're breathing. You got 7 more to go. Or do you just have 7 doctors all pulling them out?
Yeah, no, you got a lot of extra hands.
Or do you have like a crane? I know sometimes they have a suction cup that they put on your head to pull you out.
Babies out?
Yeah, sometimes they pull the baby.
Like a fucking plunger?
Yeah, and the head gets like elongated because of it, because your head's still squishy, doesn't have all the skull yet.
Humanity is just
squish it back down. It's just nuts that we like. I think
it's like the creation of human life is
vile. Vile, and the shit that you're covered in when you come out. Sometimes literally, it's just disgusting. How come Elon Musk hasn't like figured out? I know we can like kind of do this, but like should be regular. You grow in a pod, bro. You grow in a pod. Well, like a chicken who sits on an egg.
Yeah,
why make these poor girls fucking waddle around with their bodies, and it can be dangerous, and it's hard, and it takes so long. Just put some cum and an egg, put it in a, and you can check in. You put it in like a storage unit, you know, and you pop in every day. You open the garage, like, okay, he looks good. Okay, boom, close it up. It's like, you know what they have? They have these apps when you're pregnant that it's like this cute thing. It's like your baby is the size of a grain of rice, and then it grows, right? Well, just imagine if that was all happening, like, and you could see it. Be like, yeah, look, it's the size of an avocado. Cool, whatever. And then like Jurassic Park in the end, life is born. You pull them out of the pod one day. That'd be so much better.
They'd all, but then ladies wouldn't get to be so dramatic about it because.
Then what would you have? What would girls have if we took away the pain of childbirth?
To create life.
Yep.
Dude, I went to John Mayer last night, and there was a woman there who, like, she's like across the aisle from me, and I caught her. I was like,
caught her
just being the most dramatic pregnant person I've ever seen in my life. Like, barely pregnant. Barely. I wouldn't have thought she was pregnant if she wasn't always holding.
I was gonna say doing almost like the football hold.
Yeah,
like she doesn't want to fumble her stomach.
And then she'd be like sitting down like this. I was like, I can't. I don't think you've even been told your family yet.
Yeah.
Because I don't think you're at that 3-month threshold. And it was just like sliding down. I was like, why are you moving so slowly?
It's
just
like,
sit.
bitch, you barely have a tummy.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Oh, I got a baby in me. I gotta protect it. Grow up.
I do love like the. It's almost like they become like
It was
old
like
and
her
frail.
trying to like slide into a seat.
Oh, you know what we got to do, John? Okay, we gotta test our skeletal mobility to see if we can get up. Yep, let's do that real quick. Where were we on that segment? Was there some? Did we have to put a final stamp on it? I don't even know.
I don't even know where
we went from Mark Wahlberg to Octo-mom.
We started with the twins.
You were
Okay, yeah, the twins. So the twins are fucking weird, and they're gonna bang each other. If sometimes people say to me like, I got like a person who wants to be introduced to KFC Radio. What episode should I go to, or what like encapsulates the show? Just play them that. That like who fucking knows? But what I saw last week, I texted the group a couple things actually, where things for the show to cover, and one of them was this new challenge, if you will. I remember telling you that I had seen a physical therapist of some sort say that the sign of like good mobility in your body is can you get up off the ground without using your hands, like from Indian style or laying down or whatever it was. Now the new one, I think this is more like if you are not just like your body's functioning. This is like if you're strong, if you're like an athlete or whatever.
Okay.
I think it said like muscular. Let me get it exactly. I did send that to the group, no?
I don't know. I mean, I definitely saw it around the group. I don't know if you sent it, but
because Nick actually did do it, and that was sent to the group. But anyway, it was like it was like your muscular and your skeletal health or some shit. So you have to hold a stick or a bat of some sort behind your back.
Does it matter at all how you get up, or just like any means necessary?
I just don't think your hands can like touch the ground.
All right, so this one I think I can do.
Jackie was there when Nick did it. What are your thoughts?
Well, Nick like bent the bat.
He did bend the bat,
I think
but
that's
you know, I'll give it to him. The bat got a little bit compromised, which probably does help.
Nick was in like the circus. He did gymnastics. I don't think
that's so funny that this is just a natural statement. Nick was in the circus. He did gymnastics. He's pretty good at this. So this is
Dude,
like,
my chest still hurts from doing this.
See what I think it takes. And then who came in here and did it?
Oh, the fucking Brendan.
Brendan from Foreplay. He was like, he's a goalie and shit. He was like,
he's an e-bug. He's technically in the NHL. Of course, he could do like the splits to get up.
Right. You get down on the ground first.
Yeah, I would get down on the ground. Otherwise, you're gonna face
down
me.
with it in your back is hard. So WAHLBERG. So now, wait, before you do it, let me. If you're listening, because you're an asshole who doesn't watch on YouTube, let me set the scene. John is now on his knees with a metal like bar behind his back with his arms hooked. So his arms are kind of like immobilized.
Like
if you
I
will,
would lay down
behind
before
the back.
you lock your arms in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So John, so he's going to be face down.
I might puke, to be honest.
You don't have to do it like. John getting down is almost the difficult part for him right now. So now he is face down on his belly. The pipe is on his back. Go ahead now. Hook your arms around the back. One arm, two arm. Okay. Now get up. He is lifting his chin off the ground. My fear. He's on one side now. Back to the other. My fear is
Wait, so like, can I like push with my hands here?
no hands on the ground. No hands on the ground, right?
Yeah, no hands.
My fear of this is if you get up a little bit, but then you just fall forward and smash your face. Because then you're going to the fucking dentist with like no teeth in your head. John is grunting and groaning. I'm afraid he's gonna fart. He got up to one knee. No, he didn't. No. I thought he did. Now, John, try to do a split, both knees.
What, dude? Shut the fuck up.
Left knee is. Try to do that with your right knee at the same time. Do like a froggy style. Do both knees. Come on, you're doing that. Now you're doing the other one. Do both. There you go. Come on. Pull that right leg. Yeah. Dude, that face down, ass up, bro. That you kind of had that back arch going. I was like turned on for a second while you were groaning. I bet you chicks who can do really arch the back would be great at this. I made one last push. Just for the listener at home, he's made no progress. Do you hear all that groaning? He is still completely flat on his stomach. There's just no chance here. I feel like he's giving birth. He's onto his side now. The problem is that you can't get on your side because the metal bar's in the way. But you are kind of on your side. I feel like you're going to break your bones. Are you throwing the white flag?
I tried to like basically just sneak up on myself.
I said I tried to sneak up on myself. His wallet is shooting out of his back pocket. I'm surprised that his pants haven't split. I knew that was coming. Yep. I think we're ready to call it, huh? I don't think it's gonna happen to you. He's doing the rocking now. The scorpion, if you will. Whoa, whoa. Now he's wiggling like a worm. Yeah. No, that's not happening. John, valiant effort. A for effort, just 0 for any sort of accomplishment.
I didn't even come close.
Not even close.
That was.
Now, have we seen any videos where are there some people who just like can do it?
Yeah, I think the idea is doing it how Brendan did it, where you just like
The
go
knees.
split leg. Yeah.
Oof, that's like the only way I think.
All right, that was fun.
That was
All right, Kevin.
This is gonna be real bad. if my shoulders go, I'm tapping out right away.
You're trying? Even the fact that you're doing it is.
Let me get over here.
Kevin might weirdly get it. Like a dick. What the hell is this?
Yeah, I feel like you've been practicing all weekend.
Oh, you can't do it that way.
Oh yeah, you just use an arm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. You can't even use like your arm. What if I use the pipe?
I think that's not allowed.
No, I wouldn't just like put my hands behind my back.
You saw Nick crawling on there. I was like, wait, we get a dog?
I got it.
Did you really get it? Someone who was watching? I
got it.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, I did.
Dude, how?
I did.
Yeah.
I rubbed my fucking. I got rug burn on my face. When I got it.
Yeah, that's exactly how I did it.
Oh.
What the fuck, dude? I never was I even remotely close.
I can't believe I did it. I didn't think that was gonna happen, but I think I'm probably gonna have like red marks all over my face.
That's disheartening for me.
My knees hurt. Remember, like last week, I was talking about how it sucked. Oh man. Okay, where are we at now? Let's do one of my favorites of the week. It's brought to you by BetterHelp. We need I'm out of breath. We need all the physical help in the world we can get on top of all the mental health we need. If you're in good shape, good for you, but you need to make sure your brain's on point as well. And the way you can do that is by going to BetterHelp. BetterHelp is therapy, but it's online. It's over the phone. It's over video, so you don't have to worry about getting an appointment time. You don't have to worry about going places, getting off the couch. Do you wear a mask? Do you not wear a mask? You have to wait in the waiting room. Did anybody see you? All that shit. And then they do like the 50-minute thing, and it's like, well, I'm running out of time already, and I just got here. But if you do it on BetterHelp, it's like I just popped open my computer. There was no struggle. There was no race to get there because BetterHelp provides all the mental health help you need via text, via phone call, via video chat. So you still get that face-to-face type of interaction without any of the extra hassle. And best of all, they will match you with a doctor in 48 hours or less. So it's not like, see you in a month. And also, if you don't like the person and you want to find a new one, you can kind of rattle through them as you do multiple sessions. Go to betterhelp.com/KFC, BETTERHELP.com/KFC. We actually got a email from BetterHelp talking about how they appreciate our ad reads, where specifically last week we talked about how this is what they said. Like, we listened to the episode and we heard how Kevin and John were talking about how Jackass normalized mental health. And I was like, we kind of did, but I mostly talked about how they made gay stuff normal. I definitely was more like, they made like touching each other's dicks cool. But BetterHelp thought of it as an endorsement, so here we go. Go to betterhelp.com/KFC. Get 10% off your first month of help. Over 2 million people have tried it. Find out why. Go to BETTERHELP.com/KFC.
You know what's crazy? What was kind of just hitting me, like how, like what a world that opened up. Like Zoom therapy to everyone else in the world. Because, we live in a big city. We're lucky enough to be around, good doctors. But, there's most cities, most places you live in the country, you got one therapist.
I know. We take that for granted big time. Even therapists.
You have one guy. You get one shot. And if that guy doesn't like you or
it doesn't work out or whatever, you're fucked. Even regular physical health, every person I've ever known, I've been in the New York area my whole life. Anybody who's ever gotten surgery knows a doctor who operated on insert team from the area. Oh, this guy, he does the Jets. Right. This guy, he does all the surgery for the Islanders. I'm like, does everybody eventually do they get a chance to operate on a professional athlete? Is that how it works? Or is there really just like 6 doctors that are just floating around? But everybody's guy is the best. Everybody is a professional athlete.
My shoulder surgery was done by the FSU football team's doctor. No big deal.
No big deal. No problem. But yeah, if you're in the middle of nowhere, it's like, who did it? Steve. Who also happens to be the butcher and also does the real estate for the town as well. Anyway, my favorite story of the weekend, Hank the Tank. Hank the Tank is a 500-pound bear who they say, quote, has no fear of humans anymore. He's terrorizing the California area where he lives. He's going through all the garbage. How fucking fat he is! They call him Hank the Tank. They said that paintballs, beanbag bullets, tasers, tranquilizers, nothing, nada, zip, zero, no effect. Because he's 500 pounds.
So hit him with a couple.
I know they need to get a
Gatling gun. Get a 50 cal.
Look at how round he is. He actually don't look that big there. He must have been like a baby at that point. He's breaking into homes, breaking down doors and fences. Now here's the problem. Bear terrorizing neighborhood is one headline. Hank the Tank, the 500-pound bear, an entirely different headline.
Yes.
Once you name these things, if they kill this thing, huge backlash. We're going to do Harambe level backlash. Once you name them, once you know that it's Harambe, once you know that it's Hank the Tank, once you know that it has babies and shit, you cannot kill this thing. But at the end of the day, it's a half a fucking metric ton bear that could kill kids.
Well,
can't have it running around the hood.
What the families and all the families have said is they're don't kill him. And I was like, all right, then how about you not call the cops then?
Yeah, well, that's the issue. Is that I think the problem is when you report these things, they're like, well, now we have to kill it. Now we have to get it under control. We're going to try to tranquilize it and take it to the zoo or some shit. But if not, we have to kill it because if it's on record that someone called up and said there's a bear and then it eats a fucking kid.
How you break into over 24 houses?
He's a burglar, bro.
Yeah,
it's like Ocean's 11. Hank the Tank.
Downright insane.
He is completely round and he's nimble of foot. He is very agile, I bet, if you're going to break into 24 different fucking houses. He probably just breaks through a window.
They said he just would walk in the house and he's just sitting there eating the food. They said he shows no interest in the people. He just breaks in, just sits there and eats the food.
You're Hank the Tank. This overweight guy who has no interest in people, but will break into your home, steal your food, and just eat it.
I've absolutely
you like that. You know what that is? That's you going to a party. It's not like you didn't break in, but you like bust down the door and show up. You don't have any interest in anybody, and you eat until you're fucking fat.
Dude, so
you are Hank the Tank.
So my cousin was crashing with me, and he came into the living room yesterday, and I was eating a bagel. And he goes, "Where'd you get that bagel?" And do you know?
Bagel?
And do you know what the honest answer to the question was?
Like under the couch or something.
The trash.
But was it like just on top?
Oh, it was still wrapped up.
Yeah.
Like,
that's
so.
okay.
So
okay.
what he did, like he
a raw dog bagel in the garbage
no,
story.
No, I'm not a complete animal, but it was like he had gotten too many bagels the day before. And it was like they were kind of stale. Now he accidentally hit the wrong button on the app and ordered like 6 bagels.
Yeah.
And they I knew that in the trash there were 2 more bagels left. I'd been doing some counting, watching people eat. I saw
the numbers are
flashing. Yeah, I saw the bag on the trash.
John wakes up and he's like, there's a sesame back there. I know it's coming. Yeah.
I know there are 2 bagels in there. So he was in the shower and he came out and I was just kind of sitting there eating bagels. Where'd you get that? The trash. Like you asked because you knew you put it in the trash. Right. So how would I be getting
this? Is just me confirming.
Now?
Actually, as a matter of fact, you're being rude.
Yeah.
By even asking, you're being rude. Yeah. You should have just said, "You know where I got it. Now shut the fuck up." That's rude. That's like when I can't think of a good like specific example, but when someone's at like a party. Oh, here, like a couple weeks ago when Donald Rawlings said Pat Sajak instead of Bob Saget.
Yeah.
And, we didn't pile on. You just when you know someone's.
You know what I meant.
You just let it go.
Yeah.
And you know someone's eating a garbage bagel, you just let them do it. You don't have to ask him. Now, he was probably thinking, I want a bagel. Where'd you get it from? Well,
there's another one in the trash.
Yeah, go ahead.
He knew he threw away too.
Yeah. You go ahead and dig in, buddy. But I'm telling you, man, they better not kill this fucking bear.
I don't think I think they know. I think they've seen what society can do.
Yeah. But you know what else I've seen?
We turn
what a 500-pound bear can do.
Yeah, no, but he can't do anything.
You know what we should do?
He's too fat to do anything. He's too fat to cause destruction. Like he's too.
Oh, I get it.
Like he's not chaotic enough.
Well, you know what it is? Because he's a guy. He's Hank, right? If this was Mama Bear and there was some cubs on the line, I don't care how fat she gets. You get that mom strength, she'll rip your house apart. Right now, Hank just wants like bagels from the trash. You know what you are? You're that bear. This is my favorite video. Really, no kidding. One of my favorite wholesome videos on the internet is the bear who calls for the bread slice.
Oh, yeah.
And they frisbee it, and he just... But the way he puts his paw up, like, I'll take one, bartender, one.
Yeah.
And it just curves.
Something on ice.
Look at this. It's an amazing throw, actually.
Yeah,
he really just frisbees that shit up right over here. And then just whoop. That's probably Hank. That's probably where he started. And he was like 250. Now he's 500.
And we keep saying with like we're proud. Like he no longer has a fear of humans. Like, yeah, no shit. He's a 500-pound bear.
What would he be afraid of?
When was he afraid of humans?
He's taking these BBs and these bullets off him like he's a fucking like dinosaur in Jurassic Park. It just doesn't even pierce his skin.
Like,
Here's what we
the announcement that I no longer have a fear of ants. Yeah, I know. They don't pose a threat to me.
I have an idea. It's controversial. I think we should kill this bear.
Why?
I think we should have all of the merch ready to go. A bunch of R.I.P. Hank.
Making it.
Yeah, there you go. A bunch of R.I.P. Hank the Tank. Put the halo on him with the tie-dye shirt like Harambe. And we, miraculously have the R.I.P. shirts ready to go because we did it. I might even start manufacturing these things.
Like,
I'm going to start harvesting these animals.
Kevin's in California for some reason. Come back before the news breaks.
I got like this big sawed-off.
In and out like a devil's whisper.
I could see big game hunting turn like in the merch game. Like we're just like, all right, like Delta 1, what's your position? All right, like take the shot. And he kills it. And then we're like, we've just gotten word, Hank the Tank's dead. Buy your shirts here. We'll make $1 million. We need to raise big animals, set them loose in neighborhoods, kill them, make the money. That seems like a lot of work, but I think it would work. As we know, people like, as soon as there's like one step that like prevents me from doing something, I'm out on it. And if that step is manufacturing large animals and killing them, it's suffice it to say, I'm no longer going to be doing
That
this.
step is a cross-country flight. I'll buy a Hitman.
Didn't we learn that it's like only like $500 to kill somebody?
Really?
I thought we learned that. Did we learn that together?
I don't
Me and
think
you.
so.
I thought we like looked up on Google on Reddit, right? Like, I mean, you're like a shitty guy, you probably get caught and shit.
Oh, now you're
but
saying
like,
it rings a bell.
if you need somebody to get wiped out, you can do that for like $500.
Oh, bears people do for free.
Probably.
People tune up fucking Hank the Tank.
Well, see, this is the thing. They've been doing like right now.
We get Sydney to do it.
Right
we'll
now-
do it out of office.
Sydney kills Hank the Tank. Wow. Because like right now they're like he has no fear of humans, and because they're shooting him with paintballs and beanbags. You put like a Colt 45 to the bear's head and pull the trigger, he's fucking dead. Okay, that's it. It's a wrap. Put the muzzle right to between the eyes. Your brains are getting blown out, Hank. Now this guy still, I still say in the power rankings of bears is 2 behind the New Jersey bear who just walked around on 2 feet. That guy was awesome.
When was that?
This is like probably like 2017. Just do like New Jersey bear on 2 feet. This fucking guy, look at him.
yeah.
That, for the first like couple weeks, I was like, that's just a human in a bear costume. Like they just caught Johnny Knoxville doing a skit on Jackass. This can't possibly be a real bear, but it is. And he just like struts around like this awkward. Like,
That dude's awesome.
he's amazing. That waddle, shaking that ass.
Why is he doing this?
His paws are in.
His paws. He hurt his front paws, so he just moseys around on the back paws. They probably murdered him too.
Yeah.
Could you imagine catching that live? Ah,
That is unbelievable.
that's the one. That's the one where I was like, that is a human. That's a fucking human. Look at him. He just looks at the camera. He's like, what do you want? What you looking at?
That is very much like a human. It reminds me of the guy who did like the penguin feet.
Penguin feet.
Yeah, dude, there was a guy in
It's just so bad. Like his paws are like, like can't be fixed. Like irreparable damage to his paws. And we're like, this is so cute. But I mean, the way he stops and looks, it's like, take a picture. It'll last you longer. Stop staring.
All right, it was in 1948. In 1948, this is crazy. It's in Florida, obviously. In 1948, several people reported finding large, 3-toed animal tracks at Clearwater Beach, Florida. Later, more tracks were found along the shore of the Sawney River, 40 miles from the ocean. Later that year, a giant penguin was allegedly sighted at a distance. The huge bird was described as 15 feet tall and having alligator-like feet. During this same period, people in a boat off the Florida Gulf Coast reported seeing an extremely large penguin-like bird floating on the water. These incidents were reported in several local newspapers. Later that year, another huge penguin-like bird was allegedly seen from an airplane on the banks of the Suwannee River in northern Florida. Cryptozoologist Ivan T. Sanderson declared that the creature was a giant penguin that had somehow been driven from its natural habitat. That was in the 40s. On April 11th, 1988, the St. Petersburg Times reporter Jan Kirby revealed that the giant penguin hoax had been perpetrated by Tony Signorini and Al Williams, a locally known prankster who died in 1969. Signorini stated that he had been inspired by a photograph of fossilized dinosaur tracks and showed the reporter the huge penguin feet made of iron using creating the tracks. He would take a boat out and then walk on the water.
Yeah.
And then walk back, swim back to the boat with those, and then just go home. And like 40 years, people like
It was just Tony, or was Tony and Al?
Tony and Al.
Because I love the thought of being like, it's like a Sunday afternoon. And you're like, Al, what's up? It's Tony. What are you doing? And he's like, nothing. He's like, you want to go make some giant human penguin tracks?
It's been about 20 years since we did the penguin thing. You want to run it back?
Yo, props to them for waiting until like 40 years later until somebody died. Like within 2 days, I'd be like, it's me, you idiots. It was me, you dumb fucks. That I don't know whether to give props to or absolutely hate with all of my heart the people who did like crop circles and shit. Because on the one hand, it's almost like more impressive than fucking UFO.
Right.
Like if a UFO landed, fine. The fact that this guy like did the math and like measured it out and they look like perfect is more like mind blowing to me than aliens. But I'm also like, you're the biggest loser in the world.
Oh, you're a humongous loser, but it's sick.
But it's
so
cool.
sick.
Yeah. So it's like both, right? Yeah. It's like you took all that time out of your life. You are such a fucking loser that you did this. But also you had the neighborhood in a fucking frenzy, dude.
Dude, I don't even know if this is going to translate, so we can maybe even cut this out. Have you ever seen when Acaster is talking about the bit when he's talking about the Loch Ness Monster? And he's talking about how that couple came to be? And he does, like, honestly, for like 5 minutes, he just tells a joke about this. And the whole time he's going around just, like, stomping. And, like, after 5 minutes, reveals that he's been stomping. He's like, when we're done with this crop circle, you want to go do a Loch Ness Monster thing with me? It's like 5 full minutes of him just telling regular jokes. And like,
he's the goat.
Doing? Why is he stomping so much?
He's the fucking goat. I mean, the bit in the beginning where he's on his knees is the greatest. If you haven't seen James Acaster's 4 specials on 4 comedy specials on Netflix, right? Netflix?
Yes.
Yeah. Go drop everything, do it right now. All right, let's get into top 5s for the day. Top 5 today is brought to you by Dodge. We are doing top 5 Mark Wahlberg movies of all time. The Italian Job sure to be at the top of that list when they're whipping around in the cars. Some of the greatest action sequences in cars in movie history. And Dodge is willing to make that a reality for one person out there who's going to become the Dodge chief donut maker. I ain't talking about Dunkin' Donuts. Time to make the coffee, time to make the donuts. I'm talking about doing donuts in the 6-speed. Okay? Shout out to Nicki Minaj. Talking about doing real donuts.
Yeah, I did not know that reference.
in a Dodge Hellcat. So here's what they're offering. Dodge Cars, Dodge Automotive is looking for their chief donut maker, which is a year.
Not what you think.
No, yeah, I was like donut. I was like gassed up about it. We're doing some sort of donut thing? Cool. Oh, it's like crazy fucking activity? No, I'm all set on that. But for the other folks out there, you can get a year of epic adventures in a Dodge Hellcat with a $150,000 salary. You don't even have to quit your old job. It's a weekend job, so you can do this in addition to your regular life. But what you're going to do is go around the world as the Dodge ambassador and partake in all sorts of badass shit. Like you're going to go to the Radford Racing School. You're going to go to Roadkill Nights. And you're going to whip around the world doing donuts in a Dodge Hellcat. It's the opportunity of a lifetime. You don't have to quit your job. Can you pull up a Dodge Hellcat for me? You don't have to quit your job. It's just a side gig. It's like some people, drive Uber. Other people hop in a Hellcat and become a Dodge ambassador around the world doing dope shit, like doing donuts on the infield track at a fucking road race or some shit. I mean, this is one of the best opportunities we've ever presented to people. If you were like 24 years old, like if any of you guys should do this, yeah. Jackie. You should be the chief donut maker.
$150K.
You want $150K?
That would be actually really cool.
And you know how like they would probably be so pumped for a chick to do it. The Dodge Hellcat has a 797 horsepower. That's insane. Maybe Jackie should do this. Maybe we should pull some strings and just get Jackie to do this.
Advertising for something we're gonna, what do you call it? Fix rig.
Yeah, we're just gonna. Yeah. Go now. It's a contest that we've totally rigged.
Dude, that was one of the all-time things for the a beer booze cruise that we were friendly with the what do you call it, with the salesman there. So they're like, yo, put your name in the thing in the raffle, because we were raffling off. This is early Barstool days, and we were raffling off a trip for 2 on a booze cruise, like to the Bahamas and all those places. And they were like, "Are you going to enter?" And I was like, "No, I'm not going to enter. I can't. Like, that's crazy." They're like, "Dude, who cares? Just enter, right?" Probably, I forget what bar it was at. It was at a bar in like Dorchester or something like that. I have insane luck.
You won.
Like I win everything.
Yeah.
Like I think we've talked about this. Multiple grandfather clocks.
Yeah.
I've won multiple grandfather clocks.
You've never like we haven't like parlayed that luck into anything professional, but you got 2 fucking grandfather clocks.
I have multiple grandfather clocks that I've won in raffles. So obviously, I win this fucking raffle because that's what I do. I win raffles. And turns out they were super fucking wrong that it didn't matter at all. Because I was very
the whole thing.
Loudly booed and threatened with violence.
Yeah. One time,
people were like, "It's fucking rigged."
One of my
really wanted to go to Nassau on a fucking Carnival cruise ship.
We did a Kentucky Derby party in the village, I think, and there was a Budweiser like that. I think it was just like $1,000. I think it was just like straight cash or like gift cards. And one of my best friends, Vinny, won it. And I just never gave it to him. He was like, "It's me," and he came up. We're like, "Cheers!" And I was like, I'll get you when we're done with all this." And I was like, "I'll get you next week," and then we just never did it.
You just never gave him $1,000.
It wasn't even coming out of my pocket. It was just that I didn't want to do the work behind it. Just took
Wait,
$1,000
did you
out of him.
have it and you never gave it to him, or you just never even got it?
Yeah, no, I had to like go through Budweiser to get whatever these
And
gift
you just
cards,
didn't
and
do
I
it.
just didn't do it.
Yeah,
Like
I
it's
like
Vinny. Fuck you, man. So anyway, this Dodge thing is fucking wild. If you are young, don't have any responsibility. Also, all your jobs now are mostly long distance anyway, so you can be on the road, and you don't have to have any prior knowledge or training. You're going to go to Radford Racing School. They're going to teach you everything you need to know. Go to dodgegarage.com. And you got to sign up and tell them why you would make a great chief donut maker. I swear, man. God, so many things that, it's like we had to build all of this to get to these opportunities. So there's no way I can be like, man, I wish I was 24, because Dodge wouldn't be advertising with a podcast when I was 24 years old because it would be so small. So this is just the way it has to go. But so many things that I'm like, man, if I didn't have 2 kids and I was an old man, I would be doing all. And you can't. I could tell until I'm blue in the face of these 2 idiots. They'll do nothing. They won't do anything. You know what I mean? You guys, none of you. You'll just be like, I'm just gonna keep doing my regular ass boring life. I don't want to go be a Dodge donut maker, morons. The cutoff is February 28th, so you only got like 5-6 days left to do it. So go to dodgegarage.com and explain why. Top 5 Mark Wahlberg movies. I will let you go first.
This is going to be crazy.
What's gonna be crazy about this is because like
we're gonna get through all 10, and then we're like,
I'm gonna miss tons, and also like your top pick could not even be on my radar. You know what I mean? Like there's so many different ways you could go that it's like, oh, I wasn't even gonna think of that one, but it could be someone else's number 1 overall pick.
Yeah, it's my number 1 shooter.
Shooter.
I told
Shooter
Mark,
belongs to you. Like I wouldn't even take it if I wanted to.
I fucking love Shooter.
You love Shooter more than
with
anything in the
all
world.
of my heart, dude. That scene when they're on the fucking, they're in the mountains, and he's like, there's fucking, I forget the guy's name, the senator. He's, the truth is what I say it is. It's fucking,
That's like such a random scene to be like, this is the greatest movie ever. There's a senator and he says that thing.
The truth is what I say. No, that's actually at the very end of the movie. I don't want to give any spoilers out there. But the scene when they're in the fucking mountains and Mark is just sniping motherfuckers from 1,100 feet away.
We talk about this on the interview. Bob Lee Swagger. Greatest
Unbelievable.
Swagger. Do you think that Swagger Lee is named after Bob Lee Swagger, Paps?
What's that?
You think Swagger Lee from the St. Lunatics is named after Bob Lee Swagger?
No.
Like he switched it up, like Swagger Lee, Bob Lee?
The St.
Swagger Lee's-
Lunatics?
Yeah.
The St. Lunatics far before Shooter.
Is it when did Shooter come out?
I mean, St. Lunatics, that's like Nelly, right?
Yeah.
That's when I was a kid.
When
Shooter's like 2006?
2007.
7?
It's not that much further. I mean, Swagger Lee might have been going by that name a long time, but like Nelly was what, like early 2000s?
Yeah.
This is like only probably like a 3-year difference, but whatever.
That's a good amount of time.
I guess so. I mean, The Departed. The Departed is actually just like a great movie.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the Wahlberg movies, like fun movies and like awesome action movies and shit. But like The Departed was an all-time. If you told me like The Departed was like your favorite movie ever, I wouldn't begrudge you. I'm sure a lot of people have that. All the fucking, the best part about The Departed was that we took back the mob from the Guineas. It was all the Irish mob, and I loved it.
All right, I got number 2. I'll probably fucking go.
This is huge right here. This is huge. This pick right here is huge. Because if you don't go where I think you should go, it's going to be huge for me.
I'm going Other Guys.
Okay. The Other Guys is a funny movie. It's a quality movie. But The Fighter is a fucking awesome movie.
Head body. Yeah.
That's the mom saying that, right?
Everyone says that.
The Fighter
I
is...
picture it as Christian Bale saying the most. Head body.
The Other Guys, I think my cousin worked on The Other Guys, on like the set of The Other Guys.
Oh, can I say, despite how many times I've seen The Other Guys, I did not get the reference. He says in this interview, where he's talking about Marcus Luttrell sending him a picture of a pelican, and he's like, I think he saw that neither of us got the reference, because he's like, and obviously that's a reference to The Other Guys.
Yeah, I didn't know what that was.
I didn't know what he was talking about.
Did he mean peacock?
Oh, Peacock! I would have got. He said Pelican.
Pelican, yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know Pelican.
That line has been taken over by Iowa. Luka Garza's dad screams that at him from the sideline. So they sell
Really?
like peacock shirts.
I'm a
now.
peacock. You gotta let me fly.
They just caught him on a hot mic one time saying that about his son.
He fucked us by saying
He
it
did-
wrong.
he did say
Peacock.
Pelican,
I'd have
right?
gotten. He said Pelican.
We're sure. 100%?
I'm 100% sure he said Pelican.
Nate has a twin.
I remember the moment. It took me a second.
Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, yeah, I'd have gotten
Peacock.
that.
Yeah, Peacock. You gotta let me fly, right? Yeah. But I'll take The Fighter. I mean, that's another one that's like, I think that's a very underrated movie. But that's, you got Christian Bale. We're doing hard living, hard time. Great movie. Great movie.
All right, in that case, I'll go Lone Survivor next.
That would have been my next pick, but I knew it was probably gonna be off the
Dude,
table.
fuck. There's so many good ones. I have 4 or 5 more right now that I need to have on my list, which is not going to work out too well because I only have 2 spots left.
Okay, so you just did that. I am gonna take. Now, when you do these drafts, by the way, there are things like, you can pick The Departed because it's just like a great movie, and then you can also pick things that are like kind of cult classic and memorable. You know what I mean? And something that has just stuck in my brain for all eternity is Fear.
Fear?
When he's punching himself
pretty hard right
That's what he does because he's got to get the bruises up, man. He has the fucking chest all bruised up, and also I think he fingers that girl on the roller coaster. That really stuck with me too. Is that Alicia Silverstone?
Yes.
Is somebody right?
Yes, I believe so.
He's fingering her on the roller coaster, and then what would you do if your daughter was like dating a psychotic freak like that, and you're supposed to be the dad, but it's also like, I don't know, this dude could beat me up. Look at him. What do you want me to do, honey? Fuck this guy.
Call the police on my daughter's boyfriend.
Dave, you better put out for this guy or he's going to beat the shit out of us. What do you want me to do?
Dude, it's crazy. Nick was saying going through the IMDb.
No, Reese Witherspoon, that's who it is. Not Alicia. Yeah, because she's all innocent and shit. And he's like, nah, not anymore.
He just never did a TV show.
My chest hurts, by the way.
That Fear was one of the first things he did, and just never.
Yeah.
It's almost like
jumped right into it.
And I Think You Should Leave when Santa is talking about his rate. He's like, "That's my quote." And now, no matter how good or bad it is, you got to pay me $2 million because that's my quote.
Yes.
And it's like Wahlberg's like, "Yeah, I just did a massive movie first, and then I never considered doing television ever."
Also, we talked about his music a little bit, but having good vibrations, that sound, that song, you put that on, every generation knows that.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Is it my pick or your pick?
My pick. You just went Fear.
Yeah.
Three Kings. Three Kings
It's a great
is
Feitleberg movie.
legitimately good movie.
Is it though?
Yes. 3 Kings.
Yeah.
Fire, dude.
Give me the
actually,
ratings.
If it's a below a 70 rating, I'll be shocked.
Yeah, I was gonna say 94.
94?
No.
I didn't think it was gonna be that high.
No, wait a minute.
That's got to be a different movie. No.
No, yeah, wait. Le Roche Desert or whatever, right? Because there's no way.
7.1 out of 10 on IMDb.
A 7 out of 10 on IMDb is great.
What is Tomatoes?
I bet this is one of the
by the way, I don't care about
movies.
Tomatoes. I don't go by Tomatoes, but it is a good barometer for certain things. Yeah, 94. What?
Yeah, 3 Kings is a fire ass movie, dude.
But you would never expect critics to say 94%.
Not a 94, no. 94
Yeah,
is
that,
crazy.
94 is reserved
that
for
might be higher than The Godfather.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. 5 reasons why The Three Kings might be the best satire.
The Godfather's a 97.
Amazing. Fucking amazing. I don't even know if I really remember it. Is there something super poignant about it, or it's just 3 guys who they come home from the Gulf War and
they steal the gold. They steal the
it's kind of like a heist
gold.
movie, right? Yeah,
it's fire. It's a great movie.
94%. What the fuck? Crazy. Okay. This is my 4th pick. I will go with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Planet of the Apes.
Planet of the Apes?
Remake, right? He's in that?
He's not in the good remakes. They're like
okay,
like
never mind.
churning ones have been remade.
Right.
They are
Okay,
critically
then I
acclaimed.
take that back. I thought he was in that. No, that's
Jason Clarke.
and no, but before that, it's James Franco. James Franco was the first one.
Oh, right.
That's what I was thinking of. The
Jason
first
Clarke,
of those.
by the way, who sneaky might be my favorite actor. He's coming in soon.
Yeah, that's
So
gonna be a
we're
good
gonna
one.
have back to back.
Monster stars. Okay, I take that back. I'm gonna go with I'm struggling here, so I'm gonna pick a group package of Ted 1 and Ted 2 because of you'll find out. when you listen to the interview, you'll find out why Mark Wahlberg and Ted 1 and Ted 2 together are near and dear to my heart, but I gotta have them.
All right, the last one. See, dude, these last two, and the Italian Job and Deepwater Horizon. All right, I am going Four Brothers.
You know what? I think I'm mixing up like Four Brothers with Three Kings. Because Four Brothers has Tyrese and shit, right?
yeah.
And it's a little more like...
Four Brothers is a little more playful, yeah.
Yeah. That's more of like what you would call a Feitelberg movie, right?
Yes.
Yes. My final pick, let me just rip through. Now, obviously it's got to be actor, right? Can't be like Entourage.
Yeah.
Ballers. Ballers is another one he's got his name too. That's like, those are two dope. Ballers a little less so, but we already did Lone Survivor. I'm going to go with... Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I don't even know if I really like the movie, but just for the fucking... The dick, Dirk Diggler, Boogie Nights. I don't think it was really his dick, or was it his dick? It made waves, though.
It was not.
It made waves. Mark Wahlberg's dick made waves as Dirk Diggler, and like I don't even know if I've even like seen the movie, but that was a big one just because of Mark's dick. Do they have give me Mark Wahlberg's fake dick on Boogie Nights. It's his dick, right? Or like his character's dick. I mean,
It's his character's dick.
yeah. And it's like his actual, it's like full frontal, right? Is that it? Yeah, right? He just like fucking dumps it out.
That's me in the bathroom every Saturday night. Just soft dick hanging, me saying, I'm a star.
And that's why I'm picking it. Is that all five or you have one more?
No, that's five, right?
All right, so tweet at us at KFC Radio. What are your top 5 Mark Wahlberg movies? He's either got to be a star in it or have a role in it. Let us know what we missed or what you would have at a higher draft pick. All right, let's get into our voicemails, and then we'll get into Mark Wahlberg. Voicemails today are brought to you by HelloFresh. If you want to have some extra...
I can't wait to get home and cook HelloFresh right now. I'm
What do you
so
got?
hungry.
What do you got on the menu?
Good question. Let's find out, boys.
Well, while you look that up, think about if you want to have some extra time in your life to maybe make sure you can make a video voicemail for KFC Radio.
Okay.
You can make these meals in just 20 minutes because they send you all the ingredients pre-packaged, pre-portioned with an easy recipe card to follow. So you're not going to waste time going to the grocery store, picking out all these ingredients, flubbing it in the kitchen, not knowing how to cook anything, waiting for your delivery, all of that, cut out all that. Think about how much time, forget about the money you can save, because we've already talked about that ad nauseum. You can save literally thousands of dollars by going with HelloFresh for your meals, but also the amount of time you'll save just whipping up 20-minute meals. You could become a fucking influencer in Dubai like Jackie will be. So get your HelloFresh shipped right to your door now.
I got chicken sausage spaghetti bolognese.
Woo, buddy.
I got firecracker meatballs with roasted green beans and jasmine rice. And then I got brown sugar bourbon pork chops with apple pan sauce, scallion mashed potatoes, and Brussels sprouts.
Read that one more time. Brown sugar what?
Brown sugar bourbon pork chops with apple pan sauce, scallion mashed potatoes, and Brussels sprouts.
I'd prefer a little Whistle Pig rye in there instead of bourbon, but man, otherwise, what a perfect meal that is.
That's a
Brown
fire
sugar
meal.
pork chops. Holy shit. That's the kind of quality you're getting with HelloFresh. It's not just like chicken and rice. It's like brown sugar with jasmine rice. You're getting the real shit, man. Everything that you need if you've got allergies or dietary preferences, they've got you covered. All sorts of different exotic menus from all over the world. And right now, 16, count them, 16 free meals when you go to HelloFresh.com/KFC16. use code KFC16. And not only do you get the 16 free meals, which is actually like 32 free meals because it's two servings for 2 people per meal. So you could eat that on your own if you're single. Not only is it technically 32 free meals, you also get 3 free gifts. And I don't even know what those could be. Who knows? It could be, look at some of these. Beef tenderloin with cheese fondue, miso sesame shrimp, and bacon ramen. I don't even need the gifts because this food is the gift that keeps on giving. HelloFresh.com/KFC16, code KFC16. Voice Mizzies, let's go.
What's up, KFC Radio? Feitelberg, Jackie, Nick,
Great beard.
Everyone else involved.
Yeah. So
Picking up on last week's topic, wondering how best to gauge your going down skill levels. Is that like based on the women you've been with or just self-analytics?
Run it back real quick.
Picking up on last week's topic,
Wondering
how best to gauge your going down skill levels. Is that like based on the women you've been with or just self-analytics? Wondering if there's a scale. I've got some pretty good reviews personally. Wondering if that's just every guy's thing
because that fucking
that's just
twat
every
tickler you
girl's
got going.
regulation answer. Let me know.
Yeah. I don't know if this guy's getting reviews from chicks. I think this is it's several parts for me. I think it's based on feedback. It's based on my own analytics, my own assessment of the situation, which is partly because of 3. I'm basing it on how
mine is based purely on my own analytics.
You've never gotten a good review.
Yeah.
Also,
of course
no. You know what? I don't have like a. I've never.
But I don't care about their opinions. I just know.
Yeah.
Yeah, they tell me I'm good at it, but it doesn't fucking matter. They can tell me I'm bad at it and say,
that doesn't matter
I know
either.
you're wrong because I got pussy juice in my nipples on top of my head.
That's what I mean.
It's fucking everywhere.
I will rarely get like a. I mean, I'll get good reactions. I don't think I get like a proclamation like that was the best I've ever had. But I'm like assessing the situation. Like I got to change the sheets, girl.
Yeah. It looks like I murdered a person in here.
Yeah, it's like I'm wondering if it's dangerous that I just drink pee. I don't know what's going on. When you're done with that and you're like, did I just do something unsanitary? That's when you know it's good. Okay, that's what I base it on. That I'm a little bit worried about my hygiene after I go down on you. That's where I'm at. And I also I'm basing it.
There's a reason I went to the doctors when I had that fucking swollen. I was like, I've been. Whatever I've been doing.
You're the Michael Douglas.
Yeah.
You caught that Michael Douglas cancer.
I might have a bacterial infection in my throat from putting my head in vaginas.
My head in vaginas. Michael Douglas obviously has the ultimate where it's like, I ate your pussy so good I got cancer.
Yeah.
That's my favorite. Okay. Right up there with like that's Pat saying that he partied so hard he thought he had AIDS. Michael Douglas being like, I ate your pussy so good I got a terminal disease. That's incredible.
Not terminal.
That's
not
how
terminal.
I want to go out. But it could, cancer. The big C. It's like, it could be. I'm also basing it on the analytics and the feedback of others. Because I always thought,
Bro, I don't even I just have to watch. I have to watch another guy eat pussy, and I go, I eat pussy good.
That's what I mean. Yeah,
Fucking,
yeah. But the stories I hear,
every porn star I think is just gay.
I know you said that. Yeah, they're like, ew, this is gross. I need to suck some
that
dick.
Dude does not like.
Well, you know what? It makes
pussy.
sense. They start out doing like gay for pay. They get used to dick, and now they got to eat vagina. Yeah, it's bullshit. It's like, can you even feel that, girl? It's barely touching you. I also though I thought the please stop doing that. Please stop. It's just grossing me out. Just stop it. Stop it. I always thought that the joke, but not really a joke, like the feedback is always kind of like guys can't find the G spot. And then like recently it's morphed into guys can't find the clit.
No, it's always been looming. I remember that was in the South Park movie. The South Park movie.
Mean?
The South Park movie.
And I've yelled about this before. I've yelled about this before, but it's like clits are just really tiny dicks. They're right there. They're in the same fucking spot every time. They don't go anywhere. It's not inside that you can't see it or find it or touch it. Like it's not hard at all. I could find your clit with like, a blindfold, give me one finger and no eyesight. I'll find your clit in 10 seconds.
Kevin's like, you could drop me in the middle of a fucking tornado. I'd still find a clit.
If you put me in a room, you lock me in this studio with a girl who's a willing participant. I'm blindfolded, but I don't know where she is in the room. I will find her and her clit in under 20 seconds.
That's a good bet. No, you wouldn't. Not 20 seconds. But once, can she say, "Hey, I'm over here"?
Marco Polo.
Okay, Marco
If I was playing Marco Polo with a girl,
this is good.
Because here's the thing. Once I find a girl, I will find her clit in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Literally 1, 2, my fingers on your clit. So it's about me finding you in the room first. Now, if she's like trying to be elusive, if she's like if she's like an oiled up pig.
If it's hard for me to trap this woman,
if she's like an oiled up pig and she's slippery and running away from me, then that's a different story. But if she's a willing participant who just stays still, like Battleship, she gets to pick
stop
one
moving,
spot.
I'm trying to find your clit.
She gets to pick one spot.
They're running around.
Because like if
hey, turn the lights on, she's gonna get away.
Like if I walked in the room, if she was smart. Well, again, it depends on if she's trying to, if you bet the over on this 20 seconds. If she hid right by the door and I came in right away and I'm looking to the back corner and this back corner and I got to make it all the way back to the front before I find her, then it could be like over a minute. But my point is, once I find you, my finger's on your clit in 2 seconds.
What movie is this from? Oh, it's Blockers. When
what's Blockers?
With
Cock Blockers?
Cena,
Yeah.
When they fucking what's his name? The guy from Veep. Kent from Veep. He's like they do a thing where it's like they,
yeah.
Looking around
naked. Yes, that's me.
Yeah.
Just reaching out, trying to grab. But once I find you, I'll find your clit in 1 second. I'll find your G spot in 1 second.
Yeah.
I mean, the G spot's in the same spot every time too.
It's the sponge button.
It's the sponge in the front.
It's easy.
Like we knew that, and people still don't. I just don't get it. It's really like girls being like, I can't find the dick and balls. It's like, it's right fucking there. It's like a little bit harder than that, but it's all pretty much the same. I've never met someone where it's like, oh, her G spot's on like the left side. It's always in the front.
Dude, imagine if it was fucking.
It was moving around.
Something that moved around and like.
Imagine if it was like could move around your whole body.
Like it would literally be like what's in the box. Like we were just trying to feel around for it. Like,
and you're like, sponge.
Oh, you're a bottom girl. Huh?
I had a girl who used to tell me to scratch the back. Like she did kind of have the reverse. She would always be like, scratch the back, and I would like turn my hand that way and just like pat the back. And I think she got a G spot in the back. And she had a G spot in her butt.
Kevin, sounds like you're describing sex with a man, and it's called a prostate.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I was with this girl. It was weird. She had a dick, and her G spot was in her ass. She had the biggest clit I ever seen.
This clit was like 6 inches.
That's why Kevin found it so fast. She got a fucking girthy ass clit. Always wanted me to fuck her ass.
Just jerking that clit off. I suppose the next voicemail.
What's up, KFC, Feits, Jackie, Nick, Pavs, Zach, everyone in the gang. I just got home from work in the gym and got out of the shower. It's like 8:30 right now, and as I was preparing to take a shower, I'm like, oh my God, this is a pain in the ass. If I could have these 10 minutes back, I would. If I could just never shower again and get away with it, 100%. So it kind of got me thinking, what's like one thing that people do in everyday life that's a pain in the ass, and if you could eliminate it and still get away with it, what would it be?
Brush teeth.
Let me know.
I
Thanks.
hate brushing my teeth.
I spend 6 minutes a day brushing my teeth.
It's so annoying.
That's more time than I basically do anything else.
Think about something that you consistently do for like that many minutes. You just don't do it.
Because I brush my teeth 3 times a day. And I have one of those robot toothbrushes now that doesn't turn off until 2 minutes. And I get scared. I'm like, the robots, I know they're coming. I don't want to piss them off. Like
keep your toothbrush happy.
I just do his thing.
Yeah.
Whatever the robot wants.
Yep.
Keep on the good side.
Yep.
And when it comes to like nighttime, I'm like, I've done this for 6 minutes. On recording days, I talk longer than 6 minutes. I do not think I ever eat more than 6 minutes in a day.
You sleep, and that's it. You sleep.
It's good sleep, brushing my teeth,
and then forget about
the second most time consuming
flossing and all that shit. That
I kind of floss sometimes. I'm not a huge flosser, but
how many times a year do you think you floss?
Oh, over 50. I'm probably like a once a weeker. Wow. Maybe sometimes a little more.
How many times a year do you think you floss, Nick? Like,
no, I don't.
No, yeah. How many times a year do you floss? None.
It's a recent thing. It hasn't been my whole life.
Jackie,
but,
how often do you floss?
Once a month.
Pavs?
Maybe
Pavs is like never
year.
flossed his life.
I'd say I'm on pace for 50 this year, but this will be my first year where it goes over 50.
That is nuts.
I just have a bag sitting right by my sink. I have a bag like those little things.
Oh, you do those?
Yeah.
I do the old school. Brush your teeth is a good one. I like showering. I enjoy showers. When you're like in a rush or something, showering is annoying. But for the most part, like a hot shower that you can last, like you can
Cutting
hang out
your
there.
nails.
Cutting my nails.
Cutting your nails is the worst.
Bro, I am obsessed with trying to get my nails on point, and I just can't do it.
Well, you cut your nails all day, every day. That's like
I
your
cut
thing.
them, but recently I've gotten a bunch of different like creams and shit, and I put like lotions on lotions on lotions with Vaseline and lotions and trying to like fucking fix it. Nothing works. I just want to chop my goddamn fingers off.
Why?
I don't know. They just like I get like hangnails by like even if I don't like bite or clip or touch. I get hangnails and I get like little like they like splinter off kind of. I do, but I guess I gotta just like consistently go. But it's a bitch. And if they could just be good, like manicured, but without having to deal with it, that would be a great one. Shaving, huge one.
The nails. I haven't shaved in. When's the last time like a blade touched your face?
Oh well, but even just like doing the trim.
You want to make a blade?
What does that mean?
It means
is that suicide?
Whoever loses has to shave their face.
No,
with a blade.
no, I do not. I won't risk that.
I think we should do it.
I won't risk that.
You won't risk that?
I will.
I don't even know what the bet would be.
You're
like, no.
I would look so awful with not even scruff.
That'd be funny.
For what?
I don't know. Do you have any ideas for a blade bet?
All right, I'll do it. But it's got to be worth it. It's got to be good.
Yeah.
It's got to be something like worth it.
Yeah. So we can't force it. We'll wait.
You know what? We'll do another. How about this? We'll do another milestone for subscribers, and it's a coin flip.
Oh, wow.
I was going to do, we could have a challenge of who could get more subscribers where each of you have a day of the week. Like you have Tuesday and you get to do as many, or
this madman out here. He just wants subscribers.
Of the ad drops, and like we'll measure afterwards, like Tuesday is your day to like tell people to subscribe. Thursday's your day.
Guys try to
and we
like
could see at the
fucking puppet master this whole thing. Turn us
right.
into his little pawns.
All right. The person who loses this.
Yeah. So you could do whatever you want on social, all this shit to promote and get people to subscribe.
All right. That's a good idea.
Yeah. We could do drop-ins in the episode.
How long?
Yeah. When's?
We'll figure all that out. We'll do all that. Okay. All right. Blade bet incoming. Last voicemail. Let's go.
Oh, blade bet.
What's up, KFC, Feits, whole production crew? Shout out Nick. I want to see you jump from Crash Bandicoot to like Ratchet and Clank or something on the next stream.
Talking about KFC Radio Arcade. Nick's been doing video gaming on the KFC Radio YouTube live streaming. So if you're into all that, go over to the KFC Radio YouTube and you've been doing Crash Bandicoot.
I ran through all those. I did Tony Hawk last night. Tony Hawk without the music.
Not as fun.
Not as fun to watch for people.
Oh, because you can't get YouTube?
Yeah, because I realized it right before I played. I wrote like a blog to promote it, talking about the music, and then I was like, if I get a strike on our channel and we can put out the fucking Mark Wahlberg,
imagine that.
because I'm like streaming to a couple people.
Yeah.
Not the case, but yeah, no. We went through Crash Bandicoot. Probably going to play. They just released another one, but people are saying Red Dead, I think, is the next one. But
all right,
if anybody has suggestions,
whatever you're into,
I'll play whatever.
All right, back to the voicemail.
Stream, she would be fun. So I was in Nashville this weekend for a cousin's birthday party. She just turned 21, and my license had expired a day beforehand. So despite it being a real license and proving that I'm like 25 fucking years old, there was not one but two blowhards at the fucking front of two bars that kept me from getting in. It was like, yeah, I can't legally drive a car, but I just proved to you that I'm over 21. This is a real fucking license. So my question about this is, what's an arbitrary fucking rule, like the piece of paper that lets me drive a car kept me from getting into a bar? What's an arbitrary rule that kept you from doing something?
What was that? His license expired?
I guess so, yeah. That is a good one, especially when people are like a ball buster about like the night of or whatever.
Yeah.
I've said this a million times, but just traffic rules in general. The amount of, like, there's a red octagon on the side of the road there, so I gotta stop my car. The light goes, red. I'm gonna sit here with no cars coming in either direction for the next like 60 seconds. But once it goes green, I'll drive again. Like, that's so wild to me. In like a city, in a major place, fine. But you're at like a 2-lane road intersecting, and you just wait with nobody for miles. You're gonna stop and wait. That's crazy.
Dude, that is like crazy. Like, particularly why, like, when you think back on, like, this is like a theme that I've seen pretty popular since vaccines and all that stuff started. And when people were like, I don't understand how we ever passed laws that said like you can't smoke inside, or pass laws that said like you have to wear a seatbelt, because people would be like, yo, that's my freedoms.
I think it's an argument for that people are generally good, because like they just don't want, like, there's a lot of things that would just like chaos would ensue, but people are just like, all right, I'll just follow the rules.
But the fact that like they are laws, and like they were passed pretty recently.
Yeah.
So like the fact
but
that
then
like
the fact that like they're enforced, kind of like people who want to smoke in bars show up and they're like, I just can't. That's a rule.
Yeah.
Because it's a rule.
But
I guess you could get fined or something like that, but for the most part, you're self-policing, where you're just like other people.
You're not self-policing. It's just a rule.
But like, what is the unless like a cop's gonna come and give you like $100 fine for smoking in a bar, you're just doing it to not be an asshole.
Well, the bartender would tell you to knock it off or you get kicked out.
I guess, yeah. I mean, if it's getting kicked out, that would be but like seatbelts in general, it's like a cop might see you, but for the most part, people caught on to that one. I guess there's like self-preservation involved there, where you're like, I guess it is smarter. But for the most part, people will the vast majority of people will just do stuff.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird, because you think most people, every person I see is an asshole. To
an extent, everyone's an asshole to an extent.
The craziest shit is the people on motorcycles who like cross the state boundary into Pennsylvania and take their helmet off. Like, really?
We have that.
You
Rhode Island.
dumb
Rhode Island
dickhead.
is helmet,
you see these guys pulling over. Like, here's the take off your helmet spot. Absolutely insane. All right. So let's get into it now. It's interview time with Mark Wahlberg, one of our biggest interviews ever. I highly recommend you go check it out on YouTube, where we just hit that 100,000 subscriber mark, trying to get to 250K by the end of the year. So help a brother out and make sure you click subscribe. Use your Gmail to log in, and you can watch big A-list celebrities like Mark. You can see them sit down with your favorite guys on KFC Radio. So this interview is brought to you by Simply Safe. Right now, Simply Safe has the wireless outdoor camera set up, because they realize it's not just about protecting your home, it's about protecting your entire property and the yards surrounding your home. So they have the wireless outdoor camera to go along with all of the indoor sensors and sirens and cameras that you set up to make sure that you keep your loved ones and your belongings all safe. It's everybody's favorite home security system, without any long-term commitment, without any weird people coming to your house to set it up. You set it all up by yourself with just a 15-minute phone call, and everything is protected day and night with 24/7 coverage with police, with the fire department, with poison control, with emergency services. I personally use Simply Safe for the house that my kids live in. When I got them their first house in the burbs, I made sure they were all set up with the tip-top security at Simply Safe. And right now, you can customize that perfect system with a phone call in just a few minutes at simplysafe.com/KFC Radio. You get the free indoor security camera plus 20% off your interactive monitoring system. That's simplysafe.com/KFC Radio. It's Mark Wahlberg on KFC Radio. Let's talk to him.
It's tough, it's hard enough to get a movie made, never mind make a good one. That's the big challenge, right? So with this, we had something, but you've already seen it before in Indiana Jones and all these things. So the way to elevate the material is really to have great chemistry with me and Tom, have some banter and some humor that kind of made people much more interested.
Is that where you kind of started that with you when you were trying to bang him? With the
that was a wild one.
Oh my god, that was a wild one, dude. Again, I'm like, mate, I'm so sore, I don't work out, but I'm stretch and all this, and I'm Spider-Man, it hurt my leg, and I said, oh, dude, I have something for you. I've Power Play Pulse massage gun. I mean, it says it on the box. And he's like, oh, thank you. And I'm like, he's come up to my house in an Uber, so I'm like, let me give you a ride to the hotel. And it's like, he didn't tell me till after. And we could tell he was acting a little bit strange, but it was like, then all of a sudden he's like, sex toy and all this. I'm like, what?
Where?
Well, clearly this is him having a
Yeah, he's the one that went there, right?
I mean, I was like trying to help the guy out. What are you gonna do?
What kind of sex toys is Tom Holland using? Like,
Yeah,
he looks at
for real.
Like, I just look at the massage gun and go, that's not something I
You
use in
use
bed.
one of those things in that way, you're going to the hospital, dude. Shit's at like 2,000 RPMs or whatever, man.
I didn't expect that one.
All right, thank you for watching. We have reached our 100,000 goal. Now we are up to 250,000. That's the next goal, I imagine. Go subscribe, hit the like, comment what guests you want to see, or comment whatever the fuck you want. Comment telling us to go fuck ourselves. I don't really care. Just subscribe, like, go comment.